Hello, welcome to the virtual college fair for all Virginia students, sponsored by the Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Counselors and StriveScan. Thank you for joining us today. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. You can direct your questions to a specific school by indicating their name in your question, or you can leave a question for all of our schools to provide responses. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions that are happening, so be sure to check out the full schedule at strivescan.com/Virginia. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at that same website, strivescan.com/Virginia. And now I would like to turn it over to our presenters. Our first presentation that we'll be hearing from today will be Johnson & Wales University.
Hello there. Hi, my name is Marisa Marcy, and I'm an admissions rep with Johnson & Wales University. And Johnson & Wales, it's an amazing college. We actually have two campuses. We were founded up in Providence, Rhode Island, way back in 1914, and we are a private nonprofit university. Providence is a gorgeous city. They actually call it College Town, USA, because there are more college students there per capita than any other US city. So it's a really fun place to be a college student. And our other campus is in Charlotte, North Carolina, another beautiful city. Charlotte is the second largest financial district in the country. So if you're looking at a major in business, marketing, finance, it's a phenomenal place to be. And if you can see on the screen here, this is one of our beautiful dorms. We are literally right next door to Panther Stadium. And we have a sports management major. So that's a living lab for our students, because that's the coolest thing about Johnson & Wales. I think our biggest distinction is that we're all about learning by doing. We don't have any classrooms that look like lecture halls with hundreds of chairs. They are all learning labs where you do things, real world projects, experiential learning with your hands. And in fact, here are some of those labs. This is one of our finance labs, our food innovation labs, and in fact, our students have a thing called clock shock. They lose track of time. They're so engrossed in their classes, they don't realize that any times have gone by. Class sizes are small. 18:1 is our average faculty to student ratio. And classes in your major, it's even smaller than that. It's about 12 to 14 there. Classes in your gen eds are about, your general education classes are about 25:1. But what's really neat too is that you're always going to have the faculty member, your instructor is going to be teaching it, never a TA. And our faculty are phenomenal. They all have rich experience having done what they're teaching, and they're phenomenal teachers too. They really become your mentors. And the other thing I think that is distinctive about Johnson & Wales, you will get into your major as a freshman. Right off the bat, whatever you're majoring in, and let me show you all of our majors. We have about 50 different majors, everything from business, culinary arts, hospitality, health and wellness, engineering and technology, criminal justice, sports management, communications, and so much more. But whatever you're majoring in, rather than having all of your general education classes front-loaded, they're going to be interwoven. And from your very first semester, you will be into your major. And of all of our majors, a lot of times people know us for culinary arts. It is just one of our 50 majors. But what's neat about our culinary major is that it isn't just learning to become a chef or a restaurateur, which a lot of our chefs do, but it's everything from food and culture to the science of food. A lot of our grads become food scientists. They become dietitians. They go into nutrition. They become food journalists. So it's the whole world of food and the impact it has on our society. And I think this is what's most important. At Johnson & Wales, we have a 97.7% career outcomes rate. And what that means is that almost all of our students are doing what they want to do when they graduate, whether it's launching their careers or going on to med school, law school, going on for their master's in business. And we also do have accelerated programs where you can save time. We have a 3+3 law program. We have an advanced program. We have an accelerated program for your PA and for your MBA. And how we get that astounding outcomes rate, our internship program is phenomenal. Because you start taking classes in your major in your freshman year, you can do an internship as early as your sophomore year. And a lot of our students will do 2 internships. We have them all over the country and across the world. More than half of them pay. And in addition to that, you'll start going to career conferences as a freshman. I'll tell you, I've never seen a school like Johnson & Wales that starts preparing their students so well for graduation when you're still a freshman. And then we also want you to have a happy, healthy social life. So we have so many clubs, organizations, we have fraternities, sororities. We also have athletics. Here's just a quick look at all of the sports that we have. We're the Wildcats, go Wildcats. We have beautiful dorms. Freshmen and sophomores are required to live on campus. We have everything from traditional dorms to suites to apartments right on campus. What's cool, you get to pick your roommate and your room. We even have pet-friendly dorms. It's free to apply to Johnson & Wales, and that's our website where you can apply. All you need to do is do the application. We're also on the Common App, and submit your transcripts. We are test optional, and we have an early action deadline. It's non-binding of November 1st. After that, we have rolling admissions with a deadline of March 1st. About 94% of our students receive financial aid. We have very generous merit-based scholarships, scholarships for being in clubs. Maybe in high school you belong to FBLA or DECA or FCCLA or HOSA. Those are all scholarship avenues with us too. We have one FAFSA code 003404 for both campuses because it is all one university. And you know, that's another cool thing with having 2 campuses. You can go to one campus for all 4 years, or you can go a couple years to one campus, a couple years to the other. It's not even considered transferring because it is all one university. We're doing both virtual and in-person tours right now, and that's the website where you can go for that. And if you'd like to get more information, you can text Wildcats to 75192. That's Wildcats to 75192. And if you do have any other questions, my name's Marisa. I cover Southeastern Virginia, and my colleague Stacy Thomas covers Northern Virginia and other areas. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We love Johnson & Wales. We love working with students, and it'll be our pleasure to assist you if you have any questions along the way. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. We definitely enjoyed learning more about Johnson & Wales. You can see on our schedule here that our next presentation will be from Mount St. Mary's University.
All right, hello everybody. My name is Casey Smile. I'm an admissions counselor here at Mount St. Mary's University in Emmitsburg, Maryland. So for time's sake, we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into things. So the Mount was founded in 1808 by Father John Dubois when he fled the French Revolution.
Hey, Casey, I just want to double check. Are you gonna be sharing a presentation?
It did not come up, so
okay.
I can try again.
Oh.
Is that a screen?
Yeah, it looks great. Came up. We're all set.
Okay. All right. Well, never mind. Perfect. Thank you so much for letting me know.
You're welcome.
Okay, so the Mount, guys, was founded in 1808 by Father John Dubois when he fled the French Revolution. So we have 212 years of Catholic tradition at our university, and you'll hear a lot about those awesome Mount traditions during the presentation. So while we are a Catholic university, you are at no point ever required to attend Mass here, but if you would like to practice your religion, we do have 6 beautiful chapels on our campus. So to go over some demographics, we are a relatively small school. We have just under 2,000 students in our undergraduate population, and we are 50-50 male and female. We represent 44 states and 37 countries. And now you'll see this number at the bottom here. 68% of our students do live on campus all 4 years, and that is because we have a very active student life here at the Mount. So we have over 70+ clubs and organizations. So even our commuter students who are commuting to class every day are coming back on the weekends, coming after school, hanging out, because there is a lot to do. We have everything from our school-wide scavenger hunts to our Outdoors Adventures Club, which has never been more popular. We definitely take advantage of where we're located in the mountains. We have trips kayaking, canoeing, stand-up paddleboarding, which is really popular amongst our students. Everything outdoors you can imagine, we have it. And of course, if you are very passionate about something and we don't have it here, you are more than welcome to create that club. So on top of that, we are a Division I school. We have 24 Division I athletics teams here at the Mount, and our arenas, they are packed. They sell out every game. All of our students love to go and support their fellow Mount athletes. A big incentive for students to go is with free Chipotle, free Chick-fil-A. We are a food-driven campus. And of course, if you are passionate about something and you don't want to get up for 5 o'clock lifts, we do have intramurals and club sports here at the Mount. So we have 13 club sports and 17 intramural sports. Club sports are Mount students competing against other schools. So we may play schools in Virginia, schools in Maryland, and then intramural sports are Mount students competing against other Mount students, and they are equally as competitive as the club sport, as a Division I sport. So now transitioning into academics a little bit, we have 70 plus majors and minors. So I like to say that the our curriculum here at the Mount is divided into 3 different sections. So we have about a third is dedicated to your major, about a third is dedicated to our core curriculum, and a third is dedicated to a little bit of flex room. And that is really important because a lot of students will come into our university undecided because you don't have to declare a major till the end of your sophomore year. So we like to say undecided majors are our most popular major here at the Mount. So our average class size here at the Mount is around 18 students. You will not have a class larger than 25 students, and that will be like your general ed classes here. And as you declare a major, those class sizes will begin to get smaller and smaller and smaller. And that's really important because here at the Mount, you're not just a number. Our student to faculty ratio is 13:1. Our professors really want you to engage in the class. They will know your name. They want you to participate. You can't just hide in the back. And another advantage to attending a smaller university is that you will be assigned an academic advisor all 4 years who will see your growth through all 4 years here and beyond even. So 76% of our students will do an internship, whether that be through the school or outside. We are very close to Washington, D.C. We're about an hour from Baltimore. Frederick is 25 minutes from us, and then we are very close to Gettysburg too. So we definitely have resources on campus and off campus for students to get involved. And that is why we believe we are #1 in Maryland for employment after college. So say you guys, you really like what you're hearing so far, and I hope you do. So how do you apply? So there are 2 ways. We are on the Common App, or you can go online to msmary.edu/apply. And there are 2 things that you will need. You will need your high school transcript and at least 1 letter of recommendation from either a guidance counselor or a teacher. Now, there are other pieces that are optional. We are a test optional university, and our rule of thumb is if you're above the average, definitely send it in. If you're very proud of your score, of course, send it in. And you can see there our averages for the SAT are around 1100 and ACT is 22 to 24. And then also, we would love to have an optional writing piece from you, just because we believe that students, you guys are worth a lot more than just a bunch of numbers on your transcript or your SAT scores. We really want to get to know you as a student. We have a very holistic approach here at the Mount. So looking at those deadlines, guys, November 1st, our early action deadline, and March 1st, that is our application deadline. So we really would like you to get that in before March 1st. And then we need to have a decision by May 1st. Now, you can afford a private education. We know we are an expensive school, and that's why we offer very generous merit scholarships. So these are last year scholarships. As you can see, we offer anywhere from $12,000 to $29,000 in scholarship, and our average financial aid package is around $30,000. So we do offer very generous financial aid. And of course, guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. We are open for visits. Our school is open, so we would love to have you on campus to come visit us. Great, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for sharing that information. I'm so glad we're able to get your presentation going to see campus. Our next presenter will be Trinity Washington University.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Let me get the presentation set. Okay, So good afternoon. My name is Jessica Stamp, and I am the Associate Director of Enrollment Development at Trinity, Washington University. Our undergraduate program is an all-women's liberal arts college that was founded by the Sisters of Notre Dame during a time where women were actually not allowed to go to college. So we really pride ourselves in making sure that we are committed to the education of women. Our foundation is based on liberal learning. So although you will pick a major after your sophomore year, you will be well-versed in many different subjects. We also think it's very important for our students to be professionally prepared. So all students are required to complete an internship before graduation. We have many different majors, but we're best known for our nursing and health professions. We actually partner with Washington Hospital Center, which is right across the street. If you're not familiar with our location, we're right in the middle of Washington, D.C., right in the heart of the city. So we have major hospitals like the Washington Hospital Center and Children's Hospital Center that a lot of our nursing students will do their internships with. Based on our proximity to downtown DC, we do have a lot of students that are interested in more of the political realm. So you'll see a lot of students that are interested in political science or studying pre-law with us. You also have the opportunity to double major or have a minor if you choose to. Academic resources. So we know that it's super important to feel supported while you're in college. So we make sure that we have different tutorings and writing centers to assist you while you're on your college journey. Although we are in the heart of the city, we highly encourage our students to study abroad as well. We currently work with the Council for International Educational Exchange, and we have students that have gone to Ghana and to China throughout their academic at Trinity. Campus housing. So our students are not required to live on campus at all throughout their 4 years, but if you do choose to live on campus as a freshman, you will be required to have a roommate. But housing is available to all of our students. We are NCAA Division III. We have basketball, soccer, tennis, and volleyball. We actually have a pretty good soccer team. And we encourage our students to try to stay as fit as they possibly can throughout their academics with us. Clubs and organizations, we highly encourage all of our students to become good members of our community. We think that this is the best way for our students to build connections on campus and off campus as well. So we get super excited when you guys are participating in events with us. And if there's a major that you don't see, not a major, a organization or club that you don't see that we have, we encourage our students to start it on our campus. So the application process, we are on the Common App. We also have our own personal application. So you can choose to either do one or the other. We only require you to have your official transcript, a personal statement, and one letter of recommendation. We are SAT, ACT optional, so you do not have to submit those scores if you do not wish to, and there is no application fee. We are also very well known for how generous we are with our scholarships. So the most popular scholarship is a leadership scholarship that is awarded to all of our incoming freshmen. It's renewable all 4 years. It's merit-based, and it also depends on when you apply. We are rolling admissions, so I do encourage our students to apply earlier so that they can get better scholarships. We also have the Conway Scholarship that is awarded to our students that are interested in nursing. It's a $10,000 scholarship that will also be renewable all 4 years, and it's only awarded to students that show a genuine interest in nursing. And our campus is very diverse, so we have partnered with the Dream.us to provide scholarships to our undocumented students. If you have any further questions or wish to speak to me or one of our other team members, my contact information is below. Feel free to give me a call or to shoot me an email. And as always, please stay connected with us on our social media. As we know, everything is virtual this year. So stay tuned with us for some of our virtual information sessions and tours that are coming up this fall. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jessica, for sharing more about Trinity Washington University. Our next presentation will be from Auburn University. Take it away.
All right, thank you. War Eagle guys, my name is Clayton Halla, and I am the Freshman Admissions Advisor for Auburn University for the state of Virginia, as well as DC and Maryland. So a little bit about us. We're in Southeast Alabama, about 30 minutes from the Georgia border. It's a great location, a lot of fun weekend trips, 3 hours from the Gulf Coast beaches, an hour and a half from Atlanta, and also about 3 hours from the mountains in Tennessee and North Georgia. Our closest airport is the Atlanta airport. So when I come up to see you guys, that's typically the airport that I fly out of. And we do have shuttles that go to and from our campus to that airport as well. They take about 14 trips a day. But some of our quick facts, we have over 30,000 students in total enrollment. Our undergraduate population's under 25,000, and then our freshman class is typically around 4,800 students. So we are a large university, but we have a small town feel. The majority of your classes are gonna fall between about 20 to 30 people. So your professors are gonna know you, but you're still at a large SEC school where you can storm a football field with 87,451 people, which is pretty awesome. We are about 60% in-state students and 40% out of state. We do cover all 50 states and over 100 countries are represented on campus. We have 12 colleges and schools, over 150 majors. You can see our non-resident tuition and fees listed down there. Those are our general tuition and fees. There can be some additional fees with certain majors. So you can check out our cost calculator on our website to get a more personalized number for you. But being in a college town, our students do love to plug in onto campus. We have over 550 student-ran organizations, everything from leadership opportunities with SGA, as well as university programs, councils, to social organizations like Greek Life, to intramural and club sports, religious organizations, inclusion and culture organizations. We even have something called the Pizza Club, where they travel around and try pizza together. So there is something for everybody, but over 19,000 of our students are involved in at least one campus organization. We are known as the Auburn Tigers, and that is Aubie, and he is our mascot. He's a 9-time winning national championship winning mascot. Another big fun fact is we are ranked #1 on Princeton's Review's colleges with the happiest students. So our students do enjoy being on campus, and that statistic kind of comes with our 92% retention rate after freshman year. So like I mentioned, 12 colleges and schools, over 150 majors, so a lot to choose from. We're well known for our STEM degrees, so the College of Science and Mathematics, Veterinary Medicine, Agriculture, Forestry, and Wildlife, especially because we are an R1 institution. We have the #1 engineering program in Alabama. It's top 35 in the country. We have the #1 business program in the state of Alabama, top 55 in the country. Our College of Architecture, Design, and Construction has been in the top 20 for the past 16 years in a row. So we are actually ranked in every field of study. So no matter what you guys want to do, you can't go wrong. These are all really wonderful programs. Now, if you don't know what you want to do, that's completely fine. We do have an exploratory program where students will take core courses while taking an intro class where you will take intro interest quizzes and personality tests to kind of give you an idea of what you want to do, along with shadowing classes in majors that you are interested in. So exploring before you have to select. And then the fun part, admissions requirements. So we are test flexible this year. So when you apply, there are 3 things we need from you. The first is the online application. We have an application on our website as well as through the Common App. It comes with an application fee unless you believe you're eligible for the fee waiver. If you are, you can just shoot me an email and we can take care of that. Comes with 4 short answer questions. Just take your time filling all of those out. The second thing we need from you is your official high school transcript. Actually, we will take your unofficial this year, so you can upload that yourself. And then the third thing we need from you is one of the following supplemental documents. You have 4 options this year, so you can either submit a graded writing assignment from high school, your test scores, an expanded resume, or AP IB scores. And then these are our dates and deadlines for our admissions this year. So on the left-hand side, that in bold, those are our deadlines, and then our dates are the decision dates on the right-hand column. So if you apply by September 15th, you will hear from us in mid-October. October 15th, students will hear from us in mid-November, and so on. We have 3 rounds of early action and 2 rounds of regular decision. Difference between early action and regular decision is scholarships. If you would like to fill out our scholarship application, you have to apply within the first 3 rounds of early action. It does not matter which round you apply within, as long as you apply by December 1st, you still have time to receive a decision from Auburn and fill out the scholarship application. So the scholarship application is due February 1st. We do have a separate scholarship application This year, all of our scholarship process is test flexible. So merit-based scholarships, general and departmental scholarships will all be based on a holistic review overall. So you'll have to complete, again, that scholarship application by February 1st. And then May 1 is National College Decision Day. So that's when your enrollment deposits due. That's when you let me know you'll be hanging out here with me in the fall. And then this is my name, my email, and my phone number as well. And my Instagram, I post updates on there. If you have any questions or need anything, want to talk about your application, I am happy to meet with you. Also, we are hosting visits on campus currently, as well as doing some virtual opportunities as well. But thank you so much.
Thank you so much for sharing more about Auburn University. The last school that we will hear from today will be WVU Potomac State College.
Hello, everyone. My name is Cassie Weiss, and I am an admissions counselor at WVU Potomac State College. Thank you so much for joining us today. So I'm going to take you guys on a journey down these country roads where you belong, back to your home in our lovely little land in West Virginia. So as our name suggests, we are WVU Potomac State College, so we are part of WVU, so part of West Virginia University. On our campus, you're going to be able to get the best of both worlds. You're going to get that big-time WVU University academic curriculum, but you're going to get it delivered on a really small college campus. So we are located in Kaiser, West Virginia, which is a small rural town in Monroe County in the eastern panhandle of West Virginia. We are just a short drive within 3 hours of Pittsburgh, Baltimore, and Washington, D.C. And then we have a very residential campus in a very small town. So we do offer small but challenging classes with dedicated professors. Your student to faculty ratio is 20:1. Your average class size is at 22 students. We are noted as one of the most affordable four-year institutions in the country. We do primarily offer 2-year degrees, but we do have select 4-year programs. We do have an overall enrollment of about 1,300 students, with usually somewhere around 450 to 475 freshmen each year. We do offer 11 championship athletic teams. They compete on the junior college level, so for the NJCAA. And our newest sport in that is esports. And we have dispersed over $600,000 in scholarships over the last year. It is free to apply, and we were test optional before test optional was cool. So no test scores required on our campus. And we do also offer rolling admission, meaning that the sooner you apply, the sooner you get a decision. And you can apply at any time all the way up until enrollment closes in the start of the semester. So we do offer you a variety of ways where you can forge your future that you can be proud of. So we do offer over 60 majors on our campus in a variety of ways. So we do offer primarily, like I said, 2-year degrees, and we have a couple options for that. So you can do a 2-year associate's degree and you can graduate and go right out and start into your career field. You can also do a 2-year transfer degree, and you can do the easy switch over to Morgantown or Beckley, as we are all part of the same system, or you can choose to go to another university if you decide to do that. We also starting this year are offering 2-year online degrees in business administration and general studies, so you can earn a degree right from the comfort of your own home. And then we do also offer 4-year degrees, so you can earn a bachelor's degree with us in 6 different areas: sustainable agriculture, entrepreneurship, business administration, criminal justice, our nursing BSN program, which is through WVU, the computer information systems, our Regents Bachelor's of Arts. And we all know that college can be challenging at times. So when those challenges come up, we have plenty of ways to help you through those. So in our Mary F. Shipper Library, we do have professional librarians who are able to help you locate and use any information resources that you may need. Through the WVU system, you do have access to all of their online databases, so you can reach hundreds of thousands of books and periodicals and scientific papers, whatever you may need. And you have access to those at all time, anytime, anywhere, since they are right there at your fingertips on your computer. Also in our library, we do have the Academic Success Center, where we offer free peer and professional tutoring to all of our students. So we do have 3 professional tutors that are available for math, science, and English, and there are peers available to tutor you if you choose to do that as well. Like I said earlier, we are one of the most affordable colleges in the United States. So for out of state, you are going to have a tuition of just $11,500. And we do offer a metro rate for some Virginia students. For those that are from Frederick County, Virginia, or Winchester City, you do get a reduced tuition rate and you save about $4,000 a year. Our room and board does run about $8,500, and that's for your housing and for your meal plan. So in total, for out of state, you're running right around $20,000 per year. And for metro rates, you're running just under $16,000 per year. And this is, of course, for 2 full semesters. And then to help with that affordability, we do offer a variety of financial aid options. We do offer several different scholarships, and there's no separate application necessary. Our process mirrors that of Morgantown, and we do have expanded tiers, so a variety of tiers to offer even more students an opportunity to earn that WVU degree. Starting for 2021-22, we are going to begin offering what's called the Go First Scholarship. These are going to be new, and they do not require you to submit test scores with us. So this scholarship will be based strictly on your GPA, no test scores required. For our scholarships of distinction, you do need to submit test scores. You do, however, do not have to submit test scores in order to enroll with us or get admitted. So if you do have any questions, you can always reach out to our financial aid counselors at psc-finaid@mail.wvu.edu. You'll notice at the bottom of the screen, we have our FAFSA code, which is the same as both Morgantown and Beckley. We use the same code for all 3 campuses. We do, however, have unique codes for SAT or ACT. And remember, the FAFSA is now open now that it's past October 1st. So please make sure that you're filling out that information as soon as possible. We are a home away from home for several of our students. So we do have a variety of housing options on our campus. We have 5 different dormitories, and we offer suite style living, single rooms, and traditional style, which is like a double room living as well. All of our residence halls do have the amenities of laundry, student lounges. We have Wi-Fi access, cable television, fitness rooms, and air conditioning available in all of them. And then, of course, we always want to make sure that we make it our own and join other communities on campus. So we do have athletic teams. We have over 30 student orgs. We have a student rec center and intramural sports available as well. Of course, we always want to connect with you, so please make sure that you check out any of our virtual options. And of course, if you like what you see, please make sure you are applying now. There is no application fee, so check out go.wvu.edu/PSC apply. Thank you for joining us today.
And thank you so much for sharing. We really appreciate that. If I could have all of our presenters, so Cassie could stay on, keep your camera on, and if I could have everyone else join us again, I would greatly appreciate it. So before we wrap up today, we wanted to ask a few questions to have all of our wonderful presenters weigh in on their campuses. So with a little extra information. So we'll go in the order that we've presented in. So my first question is, would each of you please share a favorite tradition or event on campus that is really special to your community?
Okay, well, hi, I'm Marisa from Johnson & Wales University. It's really hard to choose. There's so many cool things going on, but when Johnson & Wales was founded over 100 years ago, we were first founded as a business school. So even though we have over 50 different majors now, business runs deep in our legacy. And every year we have a Shark Fest at both campuses. And it's so cool. And students from all the majors can participate in it. And so I've actually seen some of the students that I've recruited win. And one student, basically whoever the top 5 winners get seed money for their entrepreneurial ideas. And it's been everything from new products and services. One student started his own food truck based on it, because we do bring in leaders, business leaders from all across the country to be the judges for it. So I think that would be my favorite thing, is the Shark Fest, because it has such real concrete results and it's a lot of fun.
Okay, guys, so here at Mount St. Mary's, we have our annual crab feast. I know everyone from Virginia is saying, oh, crabs, I don't know. But our Maryland people out there, this is a big deal for them. And everyone who comes from out of state is always like, wow, Maryland blue crabs are really good. But it's an all-you-can-eat crab feast. You can bring your friends, your family, $5. So that is a big thing to kick the school year off, along with our family festival and our big tiki dance that we have had every year. And it's a big hit with all of our students. All of our students' family members come. Professors come, faculty comes. It's a really big deal. So you have to come and try Maryland blue crabs. Thank you.
Hey, Jessica, we are not able to hear you at the moment.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, good to go.
Okay. Okay, so at Trinity Washington University, we actually have class colors. So instead of referring to our students as freshmen or second year, third or fourth year, you'll either be the red class, the blue class, the green class, which I was a member of, or the gold class. And those colors will rotate every single year. So the incoming class this year will be the red class, and that's because the red class is graduating. And that tradition was basically founded by our founders. They just thought it was cool to consider themselves a class color. So once you're an alum, we get really hyped up about, oh, I was the green class of 2014, or I was a part of the red class. And the red class students, they kind of feel entitled because the first Trinity class was the red class. So that's like our funnest tradition. We have so many. Again, as an alum, I feel like I just want to share all of them. But I think that's the one that resonates with all of us once we leave. And I'm like, oh, what class color were you? So.
I totally understand that because I'm an alumni too. And so I have all these traditions going through my head about trying to decide which one. My favorite though is probably after an Auburn victory, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, gymnastics meets, equestrian meets, anything. If we win, we go to our downtown area. It's called Toomer's Corner. And we take toilet paper and we roll everything. We roll the trees, street signs, cars, everything with toilet paper. So that's after every victory, and there's like a live feed cam that's on top of our Toomer's Corner, so you can constantly see what's going on down there, but it's always like a big block party after a victory, and we're the only county in the country with a payroll for cleaning up toilet paper, which is just a fun fact.
So I'm going to go along the same lines as Auburn over here. So I am an alum of the WVU system. So you saw it there on my first slide of my presentation. It talks about country roads and has the lyrics to that song. So after a big victory, you get arm in arm with all of your closest friends up there in the stands, and you sway back and forth and sing that song. And there's nothing like it. It still gives me chills to this day. It is so much fun.
Oh, awesome. Thanks for sharing. I want to come to everyone's campus and participate in all of these traditions now. And I'm sure for everyone watching this, they're feeling the same way. All right, so for our next question, if you could share, how would you describe to students, what your campus vibe is like for anyone, just to get a little peek of that. Hopefully it'll inspire them to visit either in person or virtually too.
Okay, at Johnson & Wales, I think one thing that I love, both of our campuses are so inclusive. I've never seen such warm and welcoming students, the whole student body. We have students from all 50 states and more than 78 foreign countries. We're about 12,000 students all combined. And so even though your class sizes are small, you get a beautiful diversity. And I think that's one thing that I love at Johnson & Wales. I think everybody really feels like they belong there. And so I think that's the vibe, I would say, that there's a beautiful diversity, really inclusive, and yet what unites everybody, even though they come from all different places, all different colors, size, shapes, is they're go-getters. I think because our students do start taking classes in their major in their freshman year, that they sort of have a focus on, they want to be successful. And that's the thing that unites them all. They're really, they got a lot of grit and they are go-getters.
Something that I think makes the Mount stand out compared to a lot of schools is just our sense of community. While we are located in kind of the middle of a very rural farm town, students love being on campus. There's never a dull moment on our campus. So just passing by students, everyone's waving to you. There's always a sports game happening on campus. There's always something fun to get involved in. And also being an alum of the Mount, I can definitely say that sense of community is something that I think really attracts a lot of students to our university.
So on our campus at Trinity, I think We're an all women's university, so you really do feel that sisterhood. I think that it sounds kind of cliche, like, oh, it's an all girls school, like the sisterhood, but no, it's really real. And I think like you really feel it once you're on the campus. We're very big on women empowerment, so we're always talking about it. We're always trying to find ways to ensure that, you know, as women, we're very well versed. A lot of our events, they relate back to women empowerment. So you definitely get that women empowerment sisterhood aspect on our campus. And then we have really gracious alums that come back. Like, for example, Nancy Pelosi, she graduated from Trinity. And when she comes back, like, it just feels like, oh, we know you. Like, it's not like, oh, you're a politician. No, it's like, it really feels like you feel that sense of empowerment and sisterhood on our campus. And I think that that's a vibe throughout your 4 years or 5, depending on what route you're on.
I would say, because we are a large university, students assume that they're going to feel lost. So I think it feels like a small town, because we're in a college town. So everything around even the town and the university is catering around students. So from the hangout spots to the restaurants, coffee shops, even like the clothing stores, they're all for college students. So it's a full collegiate experience. But you could get from one side of campus in 20 minutes or less on foot. So it's compact. Everywhere you're going to go, you're going to see a familiar face, but also meet like 5 new people because they're at a large university. So it's a large university with a small town feel.
So at WVU Potomac State College, I'd say I kind of relate to the family-like atmosphere because we are a really small college, only about 1,300 students. I grew up in the same county as where the college is, so very rural feel. You're going to know everybody. You're going to know your professors. You're going to know your classmates, and you're going to be able to keep those relationships and really build them and have them after you graduate. We still have people that come back to this day and they talk about how much they love Potomac State and the relationships that they've built, and they still come back to visit professors or even us admissions counselors over in the office every once in a while. And you can also tell that we also have a really big outdoorsy crew around where we are. You can see my campus in the background. We're surrounded by mountains. So all kinds of fun things to go out and do and bond with your fellow classmates.
Awesome. Great. Thanks for sharing that. All right, we're going to do one last question before I wrap it up. So real quick, share one favorite fun or unique fact about your school that you haven't shared yet.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, we're co-ed at Johnson & Wales, but we were founded by 2 women back in 1914, which is really cool because it shows how progressive we are, because back in 1914, women didn't even have the right to vote. So we've always been very cutting edge.
So this is actually a fun fact that I just found out from one of my coworkers. So we recently celebrated our bicentennial, and there is a plaque outside of one of our academic buildings to commemorate that. And I just found out that if you walk over it, it's considered bad luck. So if you ever decide to come here and visit our campus, don't walk over that plaque.
Jessica, we can't quite hear you. The sound hasn't cut up yet.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, this has been a struggle. But no, if you visit our campus right in front of our alumni hall, it's pretty much Seymour's Court. But back in the day, when there were mainly nuns attending Trinity, that was a basketball court. And they used to really go in on playing different games with each other. So it's a fun fact because you see it now. When you see it, you're like, oh, okay, I can see that being a court. But it's a really nice pond area now.
So our fun fact is kind of confusing because people wonder what our mascot is. So we are the Auburn Tigers, but we say the battle cry War Eagle. War Eagle is our way of saying hello, welcome to the Auburn family, because we're known as the oldest rivalry in the South with the University of Georgia, because during that game, it was the first game played in the South between 2 Southern teams. An eagle flew over the stadium and landed on the 50-yard line, and we ended up winning that game. So that's why we say War Eagle, and an eagle flies over our stadium before an Auburn kickoff. So, yes.
So a fun fact about WVU Potomac State College is that we were actually founded as a high school about 100 or so years ago. So we have had a couple of different names along the way. And we are also located right on top of a hill that they used to be called Fort Hill. So it was a really prime area that was important during the Civil War.
Well, this has been fun. I have really enjoyed this. I hope everyone who watches this is enjoying and will enjoy hearing all of these great facts and information. Thank you to all of our presenters. You have been wonderful today and sharing your institutions. And I hope that many students are interested to come to campus and learn more and visit your websites to explore your opportunities more. So as we wrap up today, we just want to thank everyone for joining us. When your window closes, this will open up a short 4-question survey, and we appreciate any feedback that you are able to share with us. Also, this is just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions at strivescan.com/Virginia. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording, as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/Virginia. Thank you again to our presenters. Thank you, attendees. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Goodbye.
Thank you.